Inside a packed courtroom, the air is tense as a mother pleads for her son's release, the same son who attacked her. The judge weighs compassion against public safety, while another defendant quietly faces his own demons behind a DWI charge. But when emotions collide with justice, the courtroom's calm begins to crack, right at the midpoint.
Any lawyers want to approach real quick before we bring the jury in?
Yeah.
Are you you want to do your plea?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, guys, if you're in the middle, we're going to ask you to please move over to the side because we're going to have a panel coming in and they're going to sit in the middle, please. So if you just don't mind, if you don't mind, please move it to the side.
I'm need him to sign.
Yes, he's coming.
Huh?
I was hoping you could finish the brief.
Yes, yes, no, we'll get it done today.
Yes, sir.
Hi, talk to me. Yes.
Approaching on Victor Navarro. This is an assault with a family member. His mom is here, who is the complaining witness as well. There's a protective order. I am requesting that the court lift the protective order. She is the only person to take care of him. I spoke with her this morning.
Spoke about a couple days ago.
No, this is new. This one is new for me.
It's on docket.
It is on docket today.
Is he in jail?
He is in custody. So I'm asking for two things today. One, a PR bond. He does not have any other violent criminal history. Also, no other cases pending. I'm not sure.
Let's read this. Shh, everybody keep it down, please. Hey,
Yes, Mom.
Alex, I'm gonna read this. You ready? This is on Navarro. Okay, let me read this to you. This is why the magistrate did not give him a warrant, because I don't know.
Right, okay.
No adult criminal history, Harris County. No charges since 1999. This case, defendant is complaining witness's son. Complaining witness reports defendant got angry when he was asked to help move a shelf. Then later in the day, pushed complaining witness down to the floor and began punching her repeatedly, causing pain and scratches to her face. Defendant has been diagnosed with mental health issues. Complaining witness wants to press charges because he needs to learn his lesson and could possibly kill her one day if she does not take action. Her AFC defendant is not employed. Spanish speaker on AFC, English in court. Defendant declined PDO and appointment of counsel, but per PDO, he is 1622 consented to prior to docket allowed PDO to represent a PC. I need to talk to him. So, yeah. Yeah, let's bring him out.
Okay.
We'll talk. All right, come on. Bless, you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, come on.
Yes.
You are Alberto Lopez.
Yes.
Mr. Lopez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out, I'm sorry, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Is it being reduced to a first? It looks like it's being reduced to a first. What you must understand that this is still two. So if you ever pick up another DWI, you will be facing a felony charge of a third-degree felony, a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. If I were you, I would never get into a car and drive if you have even had a sip of alcohol because you were playing, you're taking a humongous risk. Do you understand?
Yes.
You were giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. you give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, there is no changing this. It will go on your record. It'll be there forever. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty and we'll send it to you to the agreement. I'm going to suspend your ability to drive for 1 year. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you, sir.
Hey, Judge, and Your Honor, I was appointed to this case, and I don't believe my client's financial status has changed since he's been in custody. Could we ask the court to waive the DPS fee? Thank you, Judge.
I'm gonna- Good morning, Mr. Navarro. Do you speak English, sir? If you're going to play games, it's just not going to go well, man. You know, really.
Respectful, please.
Your lawyer's asking me to give you a PR bond, but if I know now that you're going to give me issues, I'm just not going to do it, you know? My soul, the only thing I want to do is protect the public. Do you understand? So your lawyer is asking me to, you know, give you a PR bond, but what I need to know is if we let you out, is there going to be a problem with mom?
Judge, I'm also going to do jail release instructions. So if we could do a jail release order so that he can go to the Harris Center. Mom is right here. Miss Francisco? The main concern, Judge, he needs to get on his medication. So I spoke with mom. If we can do a PR bond, I can do a jail release order for him to go to the Harris Center.
Blas is still here. Do you speak English, ma'am?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Are you okay if he goes back to your house?
I want, if you just wanted to get him like, getaway. That's what I want, you know.
So what,
I wish I could just find a place where they could put my leave a month to make sure he is on the medications and stuff like that.
well, I can make it a condition of his bond that he's supposed to take his medication. And if he doesn't, then,
That's what makes him start acting out because I can't force it and
well, I am now making it a condition of your bond that, Mr. Navarro, if you want to be out on a PR bond, you have to take your medication. If you don't, then no more PR bond. Do you understand? I'm not asking for much.
he's not very, he doesn't know how to talk to people and, you know, his mind is like sometimes not there, you know what I mean? He understands certain things, but I just have a problem with him. You know, he takes it out on me, not no one else, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to get him spraying on him because he's gonna be on the street homeless, you know, and I can't let my son live in the street.
I got it. I understand. And I'm okay with it. Mr. Navarro, do you want me to let you out?
Let me out to my home house, you know, whatever.
You have to understand though, I want you to take the medication. Do you understand? If you do not, mom is going to call us, let us know, and then you're going to be right back here with us. So I want you to understand the only thing I'm asking you to do is take your medicine and be nice to mom. It's not hard. When you take the medication, good things happen. Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
You promise? I'm serious.
Okay.
So mom, I'm going to give you, or you were going to give her your phone number. So if you have any problems, call her, let her know. She'll talk to me and we'll take care of business for you.
Tell him that if the cops show up, he's not gonna get out, he's gonna stay here.
Come on, everybody.
Now, you say that, Junior, because we're here in front of the judge.
Okay.
But you have to take life serious, Junior.
Mm-hmm.
That hurts me to see you like this.
We don't want to keep you.
Okay, that sounds good to me, but still, okay.
Next time you're getting out,
Okay, yeah, I know.
you better.
Okay, Mr. Navarro, make me proud, huh? Just keep taking the medication. Good things happen, all right? Okay,
Thank you,
yeah,
Judge.
I'll grant it for you.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am, any problems, just let us know. We're here to help you out, okay? Really.
I was telling her, they can't keep him in the hospital like for a
What we'll do is
month.
we can, you know, we can do jail release where we'll take him to the,
Here.
no.
I will go to my holistics department and we will find resources for that. But I did explain to her that the Harris Center would just take him from jail, do the
A judge balances mercy and danger as he faces a fragile family torn by violence and mental illness. One moment of understanding could save a life or doom it if trust is misplaced. But as the day continues, new cases and a jury's arrival shift the tone from personal pain to the machinery of justice, revealing how fragile fairness can be.
evaluation. They can't keep him there.
Problem is that at the Harris Center, we can't hold him. We can't force him to stay. If he wants to leave, he can leave. We just can't.
I know.
That's why we will be in contact.
But they have resources at the defender's office to help you out. So whatever you guys need. And then just stay in touch with us if you,
I'm trying to get out of the journey, but I don't
We will
find
help
one.
you. We can help you do that.
we'll help. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
That was for Navarro. Any bond conditions? for-
No weapons and take medication.
Yes, Judge.
The state wants to approach on an extradition case. I oppose.
Your Honor, we're asking to approach on Nelson Morrow, call number 255-0421.
255.
0421.
Okay.
Your Honor, he is wanted out of Multnomah County, Oregon on 5 counts of sexual abuse. He's got a $1,250,000 bond. The demanding jurisdiction has requested a 3-day reset due to staffing issues.
Have you had a reset before?
I'm sorry,
Have you had one before?
a reset?
They
No, Your
haven't.
Honor.
They haven't. I have no object.
Okay. I'll grant it for you, but that's it.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Thank
Thanks, sir.
you.
Okay. Are you ready? All right. Bring it on. Rock and roll. Guys, if you want to sit in the, Ramona, are you going to stay there? You don't want to go to where you normally go? Okay. All accounted for? All right, everybody, please be seated. Good morning, everybody, on this wet and rainy day. Good morning. Oh, thank you so very much for coming. You should really pat yourselves on the back. Really, I know that the weather's kind of crummy. I know that it's hot, humid, that most people don't want to be here. Look, I'd rather be at home too, you know, but I really, your sense of civic duty, just, it's amazing. And I really, really thank you. And I love that we have such a great cross section of the community here today. That's what makes, you know, criminal justice possible. You know, a lot of other countries, a lot of other places don't have this. And that's what makes our system so great because, you know, without you guys, we just can't function. My name is David Fletcher. I'm the judge here in County Criminal Court at Law Number 5. It is one of 16 misdemeanor courts here in Harris County. So just to give you a brief rundown, I don't know what you know, so I'm going to go from the top. So what are we? We are one of the misdemeanor courts. Well, what's a misdemeanor? Okay, well, in Texas, there are 2 types of offenses. There are felonies, and then there are misdemeanors. Does anybody know what the difference is? Anyone? Anyone? Yes, so to speak. It's based on the amount of time. So a year and above, you're looking at a felony in jail. And below that, a year and under, you're looking at a misdemeanor. Now, within those 2 categories, there's always subcategories just because of there's so many different types of crimes, they have to subcategorize it. I'm not going to get into the felony because we don't deal with that here. I like to sleep at night and those is just, yeah. Anyways, so now within misdemeanors, there's 3 types. There's A, B, and C. Class C misdemeanor types are the type where, let's say you get pulled over for speeding. You get pulled over for no insurance or, you know, believe it or not, there's a Class C assault, disorderly conduct, whatever it may be. Depending on where you are in our city, because it's so big, you know, you may go to municipal court, which a lot of people know about here on Lubbock. If you're out in Katy, you may go to a justice of the peace court. If you're out in Webster, or if you're out in that area, Clear Lake, You may go to one of the justice of the peace out there. So depending on where the occurrence happened is where you might go. Here in our criminal courts, our 16 county criminal courts, we deal with only B and A misdemeanors. B are punishable, anything punishable by up to 180 days and or a $2,000 fine. And Class A misdemeanors are those that are punishable by up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. So we only have those two types that we deal with here in our county criminal court at law. Like I said, we have 16 of us because of the amount of people that we have here. And I will tell you now, percentage wise, I would say 7, maybe 8% of the people that are called upon to come for jury service actually show. It is such an abysmal rate that's why I really congratulate you on coming, because just we really sorely need more people to show up. Because like I said, without you guys, we just can't function. So what we have here, we have 2 sets of lawyers that I'd like to introduce you to. We have the state's lawyers, and then we have defense. State, would you please identify yourselves? Does anybody recognize them? Okay, defense.
Good morning, I'm Jim Butler. Pleased to meet you all.
Does anybody recognize Mr. Butler? Okay, guys, please. So what we have now is we're here for a trial. I don't think that anybody disagrees with the law in general. What they disagree with is perhaps how things happened, whether someone is innocent, guilty, and that's why we have you here. We are really not asking you to split the atom. We're not asking you to do Pythagorean's theorem. All we are asking you to do is use common sense. What's going to happen is a fact pattern is going to be given to you guys. All we want you to do is listen and make a judgment call. I have told this time and again to all the jurors that come here. You know, you really know when you listen to someone in your heart, in your gut, whether that person knows what they're talking about or whether they're from outer space. That's all we are asking you to do. Any kind of preconceived notions, any kind of past things, you know, we're going to ask you, or they're going to ask you, whether you have something that has happened in your life that would render you unable to be able to sit for this type of case. Okay, we're here on a DWI. And so they're going to ask you whether there's something that has happened. But at the end of the day, all we want you to do is listen and make a judgment call. Because you are the people that will listen, look at the evidence, and make a decision at the end of the day. So what we're going to do today is we will start with voir dire today, what we're doing, and then we will start with testimony tomorrow, and I anticipate that we will also conclude tomorrow. Is there anyone here that can't be here tomorrow? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, you are 1, 2, 6. Okay. Is there anyone else that can't be here tomorrow for any reason? You know, the last thing we want is we want you to get impaneled, and then for some reason you can't be here tomorrow. It's the worst. So that's why it's okay. We just want to know, is there something why you've got plane tickets, a doctor's appointment, one reason or the other that you can't be here tomorrow? Okay, so. Now, it's not just because you want to like have lunch with someone. It's like, you know, you got a serious doctor's appointment or, you know, plane tickets, not just because you've got lunch with, you know. So I got 5, 6, and 32. Is that it? Okay. Is there anyone here that is not comfortable with English? Doesn't speak English, speaks something different? Okay. And what number are you, ma'am? Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it over to the lawyers. I'm going to give them each, you know, about 25 minutes to speak to you. get to know you. I know it's a short amount of time to get to know someone, but the idea is that the only thing that we're looking for are people who really have an open mind and are fair. All literally just listen and then make a judgment call at the end. That's all we would like. Okay, are you ready? Okay, floor is yours.
The courtroom opens with a quiet murmur of movement, lawyers adjusting, spectators shifting, and the judge preparing to begin. Amid the procedural calm, a sudden story emerges. Victor Navarro charged with assaulting his own mother. The judge reads the report aloud, a simple household dispute that spiraled into violence when Victor, unmedicated and unstable, pushed and punched the very woman who raised him. She sits quietly nearby, the complaining witness, and yet heartbreakingly, the only person still advocating for him. Her voice trembles as she pleads. She doesn't want her son behind bars, only medicated, stable, safe. The judge listens, his tone softening, balancing legal duty with empathy. He imposes a strict condition. Victor will only walk free if he takes his medication. If you don't, the judge warns, no more PL bond. The room stills. A fragile peace hangs in the air as the mother nods, promising to monitor him. She fears he'll end up homeless. The judge reassures of the help is possible. But beneath his calm, the strain shows. Mercy and risk live side by side in this courtroom. Just before Victor is released, the judge leans forward, his voice heavy but kind. Make me proud, huh? Take your medication. Be nice to your mom. It's not just advice, it's a desperate hope that compassion will succeed where punishment often fails. Moments later, the scene shifts. Another case begins. Alberto Lopez, charged with driving while intoxicated for the second time. The judge's voice hardens. He warns Alberto that one more offense will turn his misdemeanor into a felony. If I were you, I'd never get behind a wheel again after even a sip. The warning feels final, almost prophetic, as if the courtroom itself is haunted by second chances gone wrong. Then the energy changes entirely. The jury pool enters a new rhythm of formality and instruction. Judge David Fletcher, now presiding over a fresh trial, steps into the role of teacher and moral compass. He greets the jurors warmly, commending them for braving the rain in their civic duty. With practiced ease, he explains the machinery of justice, misdemeanors, felonies, categories, penalties, but yet beneath his measured tone lies something profound. The system only works if people care enough to show up. He reminds them that their task isn't to decode complex laws, but to listen, to feel truth when it speaks. His words cut through the procedural haze. You know in your heart when someone's from outer space. The courtroom tickles, tension easing, but the weight remains. Soon jurors will decide another's fate based not on perfection, but on their shared humanity. By the end, the day feels like a lifetime. Mercy tested, warnings delivered, justice explained. Through chaos and compassion, the judge's message echoes. Law isn't just about punishment, it's about trust, courage, and the fragile hope that people can change.